They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw. Stafford completes it to Benjamin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Gordon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's complete. Henry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. This is Gordon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that.
Check 50, check 50, check 52.
Throwing now, Jackson up first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch twist. Watch twist. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Slam. 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 Kill. Kill. Kill.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get it together. Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Bang, 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 bang. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Rush in.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
49.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's got the first down. As he brings this up to the 47.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And some room to roam now. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal.
Hey. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check right. Shoot.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check. Watch the eye.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lady! Check, 59. Here we go, here we go.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal, Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Lady! Let's go, D! Move! Check 48's the mic! Check 48's the mic! Middle! Hey! Check hot route! Hot! Hey, 70! Hey, look, 48!
Now Stafford on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Badgley's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
You ain't doing nothing today. Set, hut, set, Henry. I'm coming.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Badgley on for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's it. 61. Match box. Right. 49. Not today, you are. Not today. Deuce, 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 deuce.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Benjamin. Oh, good move. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Set. 180. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kendall Beckwith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Set, lady! Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yep. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it. Buying time to his left. And got his man complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 44 is the mic. 44 is the
Throwing is Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check. Lucky. Wide. Get wide.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. 49. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Watch the safety creep. No. Off. Check. Fresno.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Able to shake him off. Dancing to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Check! Yellow 80! Check! Yellow 80! Big 20. Alert flare! Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Peek in.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Right, 22.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And that'll be off the crossbar and out and short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 49.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Stop here, Dean. 49 to Mike.
They go play action now. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I got you. Hey, alert 3. Short. 57's the mic. Watch it. Hey. Shit.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach...
Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson being chased out left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
One last shot for Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, matter. Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.